Let's see, discuss about the second one, nothing but memory management techniques. There are four memory management techniques are going to be present over there. First one, single contiguous allocation. Second one, partitioned allocation. Third one, paged memory management. Fourth one, segmented memory management. Let us see one by one. What actually a single contiguous allocation? Single contiguous allocation is nothing but a single allocation, which is the simplest memory management technique. All the memories or all the computer memories, usually with the exception of a small portion reserved for the operating system, is available to the single application. Example, an MS-DOS. It's an example of a system which allocates memory in the same way. The same way. Next one, an embedded system which is going to running a single application, might also be an example of this same technique, single contiguous allocation. Here, a system using single contiguous allocation may still multitasking by swapping the content of the memory to switch among users. As well as an example, if you're going to see about that, an early version of a music player or a music operating system, which is going to use the same technique. This is going to be called a single contiguous allocation. The second one, partitioned allocation. What is partitioned allocation? The partitioned allocation, which divides the primary memory into multiple memory partitions, usually contiguous areas of the memory. And each partition might contain all the information for a specific job or a specific task. And here the memory management consists of allocating a portion to a job when it starts and unallocating it when the job ends. Partition allocation usually requires some hardware support to prevent the job from interfering with one another or with the operating system. These are the actual process of partition allocation technique. Let's see about the third one, paged memory management. What actually a paged memory management? A paged allocation divides the computer's primary memory into fixed size of units, which is called as pages or frames, and the programmer's virtual space address is going to be which is going to be converted into pages of the same size. Here the hardware memory management unit maps the page to frames, and the physical memory can be allocated on a page basis while the address space appears contiguous. This is the actual technique involved in the paged memory management. And sometime what happened, the paged memory can be demanded pages when the system can move pages as required between the primary memory and the secondary memory. The fourth technique, which is going to be called as segmented memory management. What actually is segmented memory management? Segmented memory is the only memory management technique that does not provide the user's program with a linear and contiguous address spaces. And the segments are area of memory that usually corresponds to a logical grouping of information, such as a code procedure or a data array. Here the segments requires hardware support in the form of a segment table, which usually contains the physical address of the segment in memory, its size and other data such as access protection bits and status, which is also allows the segmentation allows a better access protection than other schemes, because a memory reference are relative to a specific segment, and the hardware will not permit the application to reference memory which have been not defined for that particular segment. And it is possible to implement the segmentation with or without paging. Let's see about what are actually with paging and without paging. Without paging, what happens, which supports the segment, is in the physical unit swapped in or out of the memory if required. Whereas in paging or with paging, which supports the pages, are usually the unit of swapping and segmentation, only adds an additional level of security that is going to be happen in the with paging support. And if you're going to see about that, the addresses in a segmented system usually consist of the segment ID and an offset relative to the segment based address, which have been defined to be offset 0. This is the technique which has been involved in the segmented memory management. So the four techniques which have been coming under this memory management techniques are: the first one, which have been already seen as the single contiguous allocation; second one as partitioned allocation; third one paged memory management; and the fourth one segmented memory management.